going on YouTube? Brandon Sugar here. Thought I'd do a quick video of what car I picked, and it's behind me. It actually won't make it up my driveway, so there it is. Thought I'd make a quick video. It's a Nissan GTR. I'll do a in-depth, better video later. There it is. I'm just gonna give you some reasons why I decided to go with that car. Sorry. Kind of noisy, a bunch of kids everywhere and stuff. So, yes, sorry about that. I did go with the Nissan GTR. And there's a few reasons I actually picked it. So one of them, let me get buckled up here. Challenger right now. Whoops. Sorry about that. Sorry for being so shaky. Trying to do too many things at once. But anyways, so yeah, I picked the Nissan GTR, and I actually chose that for a few reasons. One was mainly, the biggest thing was, like I said, we bought a new house, and you know, we're trying to get used to our new mortgage, but I still wanted, I consider it a supercar, and I also consider the, for me, the Hellcat is for me, I feel it's a supercar, but a lot of people probably disagree, which is fine, but in my opinion, 707 horsepower vehicle is pretty much a supercar. That's race car horsepower right there. So to me, that is considered a supercar. And then, of course, I was looking at the Lamborghini Gallardo, but yeah, didn't do that one. So I did pick the Nissan GTR because it's one of the more affordable supercars that you can build up pretty easy by just even doing, you know, a Cobb tuner with you know, cold air intakes and an exhaust system. Right there, you can get so much more horsepower. And if you switch it to E85 and do an E85 tune and everything, you can get a lot more horsepower out of it. So that's one reason why I went with the GTR, is because, sorry, I went on a rant. But anyway, so we're getting used to the new mortgage and stuff, and I still want a new supercar, so I went with the GTR because it's one of the more affordable ones. Not only that, it doesn't cost an arm and a leg to fix. You know, you have one little thing go wrong in a Lamborghini and you're looking at like a $200-300 bill just to have them look at it. So that's why I decided to go with the GTR, because actually, so I bought the GTR a while ago, probably about a month and a half ago, and it had a coolant leak. You know, for me, I went and got a new hose. The hose was $5 to fix it, so $5, and I fixed the coolant leak problem. And then also, it really hasn't had any other problems though. It's just that coolant leak. It was a little bit of a leak, so I went and switched out the hose. It could have been from the altitude change because of, like I said, I bought it in Chicago, so the altitude change could have put too much pressure on it, and it, you know, the hose or the hose clamp could have been wearing down. So I just did the hose and the hose clamp, and it was, you know, the hose was like $5 at most, and then the clamp, you know, you can buy the clamps in a bundle pack. So I went and I did that. So that's the only problem I've really had, and you know, it's just easier to work on. You know, to do the brake pads and change the rotors and everything, it's a lot easier. I mean, they say it's like an $8,000 job, but it's really not that hard to change out the brake pads. You can easily swap out the brake pads to some high, I know some of them are like the carbon brake pads and stuff, and you can do that for like $300 for front and rear, and you can do it yourself. So the other main reason was for being able to work on it. I don't buy cars to have other people work on them. Like, that's just not what I do. So for one, that one was a big reason, because one, I can actually work on the car myself, and it's not that bad. Like I said, that coolant leak, it was easy to fix. I tore off, you know, the undercover for the engine, tore that off and found the leak, and boom, fixed it. But so a few reasons of, clearly, one, it's a lot cheaper to maintain. It's definitely a lot cheaper to maintain because oil changes right then and there. Just to change the oil, if you're going to do it yourself in a Lambo, you have to drain 2 oil spots. There's 2 drain plugs that you have to use. Drain both of those. Get the car, be able to try to get under the car is another story for that one. And then you know, you have to get 10 quarts of oil. You're looking at maybe, shoot, probably like, if you're gonna to get a filter, the wrench to get to the filter in the Lamborghini, the wrench alone is $50 to $100 just to get the wrench to, you know, be able to swap out the filter. Then you have to get the filter, then you have to get the oil, then you have to drain all the areas. So you're looking at, to do it yourself, it was like $300, I think, to do an oil change that they say you have to do once a year, which isn't bad, you know, doing an oil change once a year as long as you don't put 5,000 miles on the car is actually, you know, not too bad. So, but what I also heard, plan on every dollar, so plan on spending $1 for every, like, I think it was like 5 miles you put on the car or something like that. They said, I've seen reviews where they're saying, you know, the maintenance is $1 for every 5 miles you put on it. So, you know, you put 5,000 miles on the car, you're spending like roughly $1,000 to $5,000 at least just in maintenance, depending on how many miles you put on it in a year. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, that's what I heard, is they can spend up to $5,000 on just maintenance for a year on the car. And that's something I definitely did not want to do right now, you know. In the future, do I still want a Lamborghini? Yeah, but I just wasn't comfortable, you know, with that dollar to mile ratio. That was for sure. And you know, you can get Nissan oil filters for $5 to $7. So, and then you just put the 10W40 in it, and you need, I think it was like 5 to 6 quarts of oil. So it's like a standard oil change. So you're not dropping tons of money on just doing an oil change. And again, the brake pads, I saw that you can get the high carbon fiber, high performance brake pads, you know, for $300. If you have good rotors, you don't have to change out the rotors. So maintenance wise, that was one of the things. And being able to build the car up, I already have plans for it. I've already done some small stuff to the car. I plan on getting an E85 tune on the car. Again, you'll just have to watch some of my videos to come. But yeah, I mean, those are the main reasons why I picked the GTR. 1, the body style is good. 2, you know, bought a new house, trying to get used to the new mortgage, so I didn't really want a crazy payment. 3, maintenance. Maintenance was definitely in the back of my mind. It just kept being in the back of my mind, you know, if something breaks, how much is that going to cost to fix it? Where, you know, a GTR, I just take it down to the Nissan dealership and they can check it out. And tuning the car, you know, it's easy to tune those. You go and try to tune a Lamborghini, try to do something to it, I feel like you're gonna run into problems. I know the guy that he's got a YouTube channel, and after he put that twin turbo kit on his Lamborghini, I can't remember his name exactly, but it's not Rob Dom, but it's a guy that, you know, had a Gallardo and stuff. But he did the twin turbo kit. You know, that's awesome to do that to a Lamborghini, but to put a twin turbo kit on a Lamborghini, he said he was spending around, you know, $80,000. And not only that, after he put that twin turbo kit on it, I feel like it's always been in the shop. He's always working on his Lamborghini. And that's, you know, something that I don't want to run into. And again, the GTR is not a daily driver. It is not my daily driver. I have a Challenger. I have a Dodge Nitro. I have a Silverado. Those are my daily drivers. The GTR is to take it on the weekends. But the thing is, you can make a GTR daily driver, and that's the other reason why I got it. Because eventually, this Challenger here, hopefully in December-ish, I'm going to try to get a Hellcat. So I'm going to have the Hellcat and the GTR. And I haven't decided which one of those will be my daily driver. If worst comes to worst, my 2012 Chevy Silverado will become my wife's daily driver, and then I will use the Dodge Nitro as my daily driver. Just pulling up to my house. Like I said, just got a new house. There's actually the Silverado, nice and lifted. But that will become my wife's daily driver if worst comes to worst. But you know, stay tuned for more videos. I actually just swapped out the GTR lights because I didn't like how they were blinking. So if you want to learn how to make a $40 tune to your GTR to make it look more modern, I guess. Stay tuned for my next video, and I will be posting that later this week. Thank you.